Welcome to View on Stocks. If you're watching this video and if you like this content, please subscribe to this channel. And if you find that this will help your friends, kindly consider sharing it. Let us try to understand what happened on 7th and how are we supposed to prepare for the market on 10th of, that is on Monday. We'll start from Nifty. Nifty on 7th, there was a gap up in the market and it created a double top pattern, a kind of M formation. And if the market on Monday is breaking this 14,803, you can expect a downfall in the market. And I would have gone for a sell position from 14,860, maintaining a stop loss at 14,900. If there is a gap up on Monday, we can expect the market to go further up. The resistance can be broken. And if the market remains below 14,893, we can see a further downfall. And this is a double top formation. There can be a breakout between 14,719 as well. Bank Nifty, on Friday, there was a gap up. Continuously, the market was going up in the first half. And then it gave a sell signal somewhere near 33,267. Unfortunately, after then, the market started falling down. And if I try to draw a trend line, I know it is, and we try to connect the key points, the market is trying to move in the trend. If there is any good news with respect to the finance or banking side, maybe we can expect the market go beyond 33,364. But because of pandemic and other situations, we can expect this trend line breakout. So sell below 32,900 and buy above 33,364. In middle, don't do anything. Bajaj Finance. Even in Bajaj Finance, the market was very good in the first half. There was a gap up formation which had happened, and after that it took a resistance somewhere near 5,625, and then the market started falling. It gave a sell signal at 5,610, and then there was a huge drop, and it also gave us an exit on the same day, that is at 5,490, and market was ranging here. Then it also gave us a buy signal somewhere around 5,400 80, 85, and market is still continuing on this particular position. If the market is bearish, you can maintain a strict stop loss 5472. Below 5472, exit the buy trade, and above this, maintain and stay in the bullish side only. Reliance, there was no movement in the market on that day. There was a gap up on that particular time, and then gradually the market came down, closing on the bearish side. Still, I'll be holding on to the sell side because still the support zone has not yet been confirmed. It is trading in between 1890 and 2034. It is in the range bound market. Another example, Tata Motors. Tata Motors, well, there was a very good day for Tata Motors, but unfortunately, the previous day, that is on 6th of May, the market gave us a very good bullish trend, and then what happened, it started creating a resistance zone, but we'll not be going for any sell trade here. The reason, because it is not touching the mean reversion band. After that, it gave us an exit at 304, and market is in the bearish side. Below 306, we can go for a sell side, and above 307, we can go for a buy. Now here, there is also another major resistance at 309. We can expect the market to go further above if the market is breaking 307, and the target could be up to 316. Asian Paints. The market, if I try to connect a trend line between 2,634 on the lower side, here we observe that the resistance has been converted to support. And there is this support line, even though it is not touching the blue band, still it is trying to act as a support area. The market is in the middle, but try focusing on looking into the bullish side of the market because the support has been converted. Below 2,550, you can expect the market to go further down, or else it can always stay on the bullish side. So for a fresh entry, you can look for a buy position, maintaining a strict stop loss at 2,555, and below 2,555, that means to say 2,537, you can expect the market to go further down. HCL Tech, there was no movement in the market. Still, it is staying above 900.65 as the major support. ICICI Bank. In ICICI Bank, if you see, the market was on the bullish side. It is trying to move further on the bullish side on the trend line basis. If you observe here, gradually the market is shooting on the bullish side. On 7th, it gave us a sell signal somewhere at 614 and the market came down to as low as 606. If I connect one point to the second point and then I extend it, exactly at the same area, the market started giving a buy signal. So the market, you can take a sell position below 606 and above 616, you can always go for a buy. In between this region, do not take any position because market can be consolidating at those areas. TCS is still remaining on the bullish side. The market is gradually going up, giving a slight pullback. We have taken a position at 3040 in this price level, and it is staying on the bullish side only. There can be a pullback as well, but if at all there is a pullback, you can say this can be a major support. That is one time, twice, thrice. This was the support area. And then you can also see that this got broke and it got converted to resistance at this junction. Once again, it got a pullback. So it is in the formation of one shoulder, one head, and another shoulder. If there is a neckline breakout above this junction, this is the neckline. So once this neckline is broken, you can expect the market to go bullish. But stay on the bullish side until this is above 3,100. SBIN, the entire SBIN, it is in the consolidation phase. It is like a triangular breakout. In the range bound above 363, you can go for a buy, and below you can go for a sell. In between, do not take any position. Dr. Reddy, today on Saturday, it received a news telling that it got an approval for another drug. We can expect it to go bullish, but unfortunately, it is on the bearish side as well. It gave a sell signal somewhere in this area, that is around 5,260. It gave a sell signal. So we will remain on the bearish side until the resistance is broken. That is buy above 5280. Even though the good news is there, look into the technicals, and if 5280 is broken, then only go for a buy. Or else if the market is staying below this 5270, stay on the bearish side and look for the sell trend. And also you can see that one shoulder has also appeared, and the head is also appeared, and it is in the formation of another shoulder. And the neckline breakout happens, the market consolidation will occur, and then we can expect a further downfall as low as 5,085. Bharti Airtel, there was a range bound market in the second half. As soon as the market opened, there was a breakout. That means to say there was a gap down, and then it started shooting up, and it gave us a buy signal at 567. The market went up and it touched the mean reversion band. It gave us an exit at 570, and market is ranging in the same area. The people who would have traded Bharti Airtel, as per this Remco chart, would have undergone a little bit of stop losses several times. Once the market reversed, stop loss hit. Second time, the market came, little bit profit it gave, but unfortunately it went and hit the stop loss. Third time, once again, it gave a sell signal at 573. Stop loss at 575. It went up, triggered the stop loss it gave. So at least once, twice, thrice, 4 times our stop loss is hit, and once again it gave another sell signal at 572.90. From here we can expect the Bharti Airtel to go bearish, buy above 575 and sell below. Whenever the stop loss is hit, do not increment the lottages in case you don't have capital. But if you have sufficient capital, you can always increment the lottages and go for the higher probability trade, because more the stop loss is hit and one single trade, a big rally is caught, you will be able to recover your entire losses. I can assure you that. Now in this JW Steel, if I just draw the period separator, it was a very good movement on this particular day. The market was totally bullish. We were on the bullish side, since 727. The market went up. There was also a gap up. It broke the resistance as well at 746. It gave a sell signal on this day, correct? Let me zoom in. Yes, it gave an exit somewhere at this area, that is at 749. And then the market was coming down. Unfortunately, the stop loss got hit the first time, because the re-entry was at 749. The market went further high. So first trade, very good profit, exit. Then second trade, stop loss hit. Third trade, there was an entry at 751, and immediately there was a reversal at 752, just 1 rupee profit. And then market continued on the bearish side, some 752. The market was continuing on the bearish side, and it touched the blue band here. And after, as soon as that, you get a buy signal somewhere here, but still, the support junction is maintained at 725. We can always say that, the support got shifted and we can exit at 741. And then the main reason why I am telling this particular scenario, because JWS still, most of the people are talking that, steel sector, the iron ore prices are, continuously on the rise. And it is not safer to be on the sell side, because anytime we may get into a stuck position. So we can look for a trial position, or we can always exit whenever it is touching the blue band. Then once again, it gave us a buy signal. We wouldn't have got this buy because it is not in the support area. Once again, it gave us a sell entry here somewhere at 755, and market came down to as low as 745 and gave us a sell signal. We would have exited that. The reason, because if I just connect these two and then extend it, can you see? The market is actually trading on the trend line. And from there, the trend line shifted its curve and it started shooting up. The resistance line broke here at 758. We would have gone for a buy. And fortunately, the market went to as high as 764 and it gave a sell signal. The market is still continuing on the further side. It gave a sell signal at 767, and from there, market has fortunately broken and it started coming down. So overall, if you ask me, there were around high probability trades of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades were there, and 2 trades stop loss was hit. Okay. Another example, Adani Ports. Adani Ports was remaining on the bullish side. Let me try to connect the period separator on this day. Yeah. So Adani Ports was on the bullish side only. We were in the buy signal since 738, and it started going up and it gave us a sell signal at 763. And then what happened? The resistance broke and it gave a further high at 769, and market came down and hit a stop loss. The second entry, once again, it gave us at 768, and the market went to as high as 778, where we could have exited the trade. And another sell signal at 778, market came down. So market is giving high probability trades. Not all the trades, as I told you in the disclaimer, not all the trades I would have taken, but people who are curious enough trades of stocks with very good qualities or high qualities, definitely they can go for that particular settings. Ambuja Cement, overall the market was bullish and bearish. It went up, and similarly it also started coming down. The exit area was somewhere here. It gave a sell signal 316, and continuously it started coming down. If I try to connect the trend line, there is also a phase, false breakout 1, 2, and I just extend it. So it is trying to maintain, a strict support near the trend line only. And if the trend line is broken somewhere near 312, the market can come down, or else the market will go up from here. HDFC, there was no big movement in the market. It was staying on the bullish side, but it is also maintaining the resistance. If I draw the major trend line, it is maintaining a resistance somewhere near this particular trend line. So buy above 2524, and you can remain on the sell side. If it is below 2521, target can be 2377. Bajaj Auto, most of the automobile sector have got a very big hit. So on 7th or 6th, if you ask me, there was a gap down and there was no much big movement. We are in sell 6, since 6th of May, that is from 3970, and the market is continuously on the downtrend. Maruti, very good movement. There was a gap up in the morning, and then it gave us a sell signal at 6760, and fortunately there was a down movement. If you see this particular graph, one shoulder ahead and another shoulder is already formed. It is in the making of head and shoulder. So sell below 6674, we can expect a further downfall, and you can always maintain a strict stop loss somewhere at 6749, but buy above 6780. If the market is really bullish, it can go. Cadillac, the market was ranging as usual. It went up, gave us a sell signal somewhere at 609. We wouldn't have gone for any buy trades in the middle because we are not in the support region, or we are not in the resistance region. It gave us a sell signal here, but the stop loss got hit at 612, and market started extending further. So 612, once again, we can go for a buy somewhere at 613, but there was a U-turn and market came back at 613, giving us a sell. It did not hit our stop loss at 615.40. It went to as high as 614.80, but the stop loss was at 615.40. Then the market started giving on the downtrend. Now it has come to as low as 603 and it is maintaining, the range bound in this particular middle. Maybe we can expect the market to go further down. No new fresh trades on Cadillac, but by above 615.40, if you are already in sell, remain on the sell side until 597. Sun Pharma is maintaining, a resistance line near the trend line. So whenever it is trying to connect one point and the second point, and if I extend it, the third area, we got a sell signal somewhere at 688. High probability trade is not so much high probability, but still, on an intraday basis, we can afford to take. The reason because this is the shoulder, this is the head, and neckline was on the diagonal side. If the neckline was broken, that is at 686, we could have gone for a sell. So sell below, continue on the sell side below 677, but you can also maintain a strict stop loss somewhere at 691 by above this particular price. Sale is still moving on the bullish side. It gave us a resistance breakout at 135 on 6th of May. And the 7th of May, there was also a slight bullish movement and market is continuing on the bullish side. It also gave us a sell signal at 139. Because it is not touching the mean reversion band, we wouldn't have gone for an exit. Wipro, it is in the verge of forming a triple top. Correct? And it is below the resistance zone. That is below 516.85. Remain on the bearish side. If the market is, fundamentally really very weak, we can expect a downtrend. The target can be 500 or 501. Buy above 516.85 and remain on the sell side on the Wipro. Axis Bank, on the day when the market opened on 7th, there was a resistance breakout with a gap up and continuously the market went up. But it also gave you an exit and a sell signal at 726.90. And from there, market was continuously on the downtrend. So Renko charts are actually giving us a clarity on whenever we try to connect the trend lines or whenever we try to identify the false breakouts. So try to download this particular Renko chart MetaTrader. The links are already available and you can also subscribe to the channel. We are also moving and merging with one more group which is called as revamp.in, from which all the other further videos will be coming. Thank you very much, everyone.
Install the MetaTrader software, get the data feeds of NSE and BSE stocks, install the Renko Expert Advisor, which will help you to create the offline graphs. Install our template, you will know where to take a buy signal and where to take a sell signal. It is that simple. Now we also have a free subscription and a paid subscription. Now in the free subscription, you will be able to see all our technical analysis, where on a regular basis, I'll be sharing the videos, probably on a day-to-day basis. And I'll be sharing what are the levels and what Renko graphs are actually telling you using the softwares. Only thing what you'll not be having as a free subscriber is the custom indicators and the customer support will not be having. But as a paid subscriber, we will be giving you the access, through the WhatsApp, we'll be giving you the help and support on a regular basis. You can find me at this particular WhatsApp, as well as we also are in Instagram. You can follow us through the Instagram. We run various courses related to fundamentals and technical analysis as well. Thank you very much.